Hi Sagittarius, this is your end of the month reading for January the 16th to the 31st. I hope everyone is having a good new year. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. Alright, let's see what we got for you for the end of January, please, for Sagittariuses. Alright, Sag, interesting reading kind of coming up for you right away. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse, which means this is kind of going to be about truths coming to the surface. This is kind of what this 2 weeks, the general energy of what this 2 weeks is kind of all about. Some kind of truth coming to the surface for you. And it seems like this might have to do, could be maybe in a partnership, but it has some kind of some truth about like almost like moving away from home or like leaving home. Could be a truth from someone who's maybe an ex, could be a truth from I don't know, from home life. I keep kind of getting, I'm just trying to get more on this energy here because we have the Seven of Swords in reverse and we also have the Four of Wands in reverse, which means kind of moving, which kind of maybe can be like moving away from home, distancing yourself from home. So there's almost like that kind of, some kind of home situation, whether it's been like a relationship, family, or something like that. There's going to be a truth kind of revealed in that, about maybe there's going to be a truth in you wanting to leave or move away from somewhere that's considered home. Interesting, but it's kind of followed by our Nine of Pentacles, talking about our self-worth, and it's kind of tied in our kind of self-worth here. There's some kind of, again, some truth to be revealed that has to do with our home life and something about how we feel about ourselves or see ourselves here. There also is some kind of going at it alone energy. So again, maybe some of you are thinking of moving or changing homes, or this is someone from the past coming back who maybe didn't feel make you feel I don't know, great about yourself, or didn't make you feel, didn't bring that kind of sense of home. I'm just trying to figure out what this kind of is too, because whatever this is just kind of, whatever this truth is, it just kind of knocks us a little bit here, and it's just kind of, I don't know, I'm just kind of getting kind of the energy kind of low here. So can I have more for Sag kind of on the situation? Something in the past. Reignite something in the past for you. Whatever the truth is that's coming out this week, it's igniting something kind of in your past for you, because we have the Six of Cups reversed, which means stuck in the past. So maybe you're going to see something about your behavior, or something here about your own journey of self-worth, or your own journey connected to your home, or connected to maybe something growing up that was maybe dysfunctional. I don't know, you might be having this kind of big kind of revelation here. You might be seeing the truth of a situation, or something like that, because it has something from the past. Maybe someone in the past is coming back to say, you know, it's coming back to say, to tell you something here, to tell you something about something from the past here, and it's kind of unlock a little, like a lot of things for you. And I think it's not, I think what this kind of truth is, and like connected to the past as well, is this was maybe a time in your life that maybe it caused a lot of, made you kind of feel alone. This was a time in your life maybe where you kind of kicked your self-confidence in the butt a little bit here. It was just like, you know, it was kind of like a hard blow. And I think this was kind of, again, a past result, but you're moving from a space where now you can kind of look at it and kind of see the truth of each situation and kind of why that's like that. I don't know, I just see a lot of like piecing together of your own actions, your own thoughts, why you do things the way you do things here. And so maybe you're having, again, like all of these kind of aha moments. You're really like, oh, it's because of this past situation that I feel this way. King of Wands in reversed here. Let me see, what is this King of Wands in reversed? don't be so hard on yourself, Sagittarius. There's some energy here that is kind of just like, it's almost feeling like you're kind of own worst enemy in a way. There's something here in the past that kind of, again, like I was saying before, it just kind of sucked your worth out of you. And so like your mission in these 2 weeks that made you feel alone, made you feel isolated, made you feel not worth something. And there's something here where it's kind of blocking you at this apparent time. I don't know if it's like a success block where you're kind of just like, I don't think I'm good enough to maybe do this, or something like that, or you're thinking of starting a new business with the Page of Pentacles here, or going back to school, but there's some kind of fear holding you back, and it has something to do with something in this past here. Maybe it's, again, someone else's voices in your head, and it's not yours here, because we also have the Hermit in reverse. And all this energy is kind of telling me is that there's something that wants to be created here. There's something that you want to do, but you're not kind of believing in yourself enough to kind of do it, or you're feeling like it's holding you back in a way, because the Knight of Swords is kind of all about hostility and kind of fear, because we're not kind of going into battle, we're not taking action, because there's something, again, there's something involved kind of in our own psyche here. And this is kind of a very deep reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, I mean, it doesn't resonate, but there's just, again, this is just energy kind of holding you back, and you're like, hey, like, what can I do to kind of move this forward? And it just seems like just working on our worth, working on the idea of trying something out here, seeing the own value that you kind of bring into things, that you are not doing this alone. You can talk to people, you can bring people in here as well, because the Hermit in reverse is saying that we are kind of isolating ourselves a little bit too much. So it's feeling like there's some kind of guardedness a little bit, or we're spending too much time kind of in our own thoughts or in our own head, isolating ourselves because of this experience that happened at the top, because of that place where we had to feel like we had to do everything for ourselves, and we had to be independent, and no one kind of had our back here, and that's kind of stopping you or giving you a little bit of hindering from kind of moving forward or doing this thing that you actually kind of want to do. So again, those truths are going to come out kind of this week for you, and I don't want you to see these as bad things. I think, again, this is just getting a wake-up call too. You're just kind of going to be like, that is happening because this, like, I learned this lesson. And maybe you're kind of talking out through therapy with someone, or maybe you were just talking to someone and you're having these kind of revelations kind of about your own psyche and the way that you work, or why you feel the way you kind of are certainly feeling here. But again, I feel like it's like you're gonna just see the truth of the situation. I just want to read and feel some of this energy. So we have the Five of Pentacles here, which is feeling out in the cold. Again, this is kind of the energy that's kind of out through the whole reading here. So whatever this truth is, maybe you feel like you're like, here I am, like, once again, you know, like, it's just like, it's like this energy that, like, nothing will work out, like, you know, it's just kind of go all to kind of negativity here. And the universe wants you to know that, like, that's the wrong judgment call. Like, they're just like, no, like, don't think of that. Don't think of lack. Don't think of loss. You know, don't make that the first thought kind of in your brain. You got to do some kind of brain reprogramming here to kind of get out of that kind of loss mindset, to kind of move away from here. Even when things are crumbling or things are happening in your life, I kind of want you to feel like, you know, things are happening for this kind of certain reason, because we can't stop. You know, life is going to kind of happen to us, whether we like it or not. There's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. It's just kind of the way things work. But there's this kind of sense of, if we kind of stay in that space of, you know, we don't deserve things won't happen for us because of this, and this, you know, start questioning your own thoughts and really see if things are you know, if your number one thought is to immediately go to something negative, or immediately think, well, maybe I'm not deserving of this, or, you know, nothing will work out for me. And they're saying you're making the wrong call with that in these 2 weeks. So I want you to catch yourself on that. Especially because there is some kind of healing that's happening here of your heart. And I think it's some of the healing, some of this past maybe trauma or stuff that we've kind of been dealing with here, because it's like a healing of a broken heart. So maybe again, you're kind of revisiting, unfortunately, some traumas just to heal it and start kind of on that healing journey. Again, they're saying there's just this wrong judgment call almost of loss, of things like not working out for you. And they want you to kind of move away from that, away from that idea here, which is not an easy thing to do. You're like, you know, if this doesn't work out and this doesn't work out and this doesn't work out, obviously you're gonna be like bummed or upset about it, but they're kind of just saying here, know that because you're worth it, more things will come, or know because you're worth it, even one avenue doesn't work out, there's another door, or there's something else coming in for you here. Make sure you feel like you deserve all the good things that are happening in your life and will happen in your life. Here, temperance, you're popping out in your own reading, Sag. Balancing your energy, that's what this important is all about. So whatever you have to do to kind of balance your energy here. If you are having days where you're having this kind of energy at the top where you're just kind of not like spiraling, but like in a way here, it's just kind of a lot of past energy is being brought back up to you. Allow yourself to have the patience to be like, you know what, I'm just going to address this today, or I'm just going to sit in this today. I'm not going to kind of worry about other things or outside world. I'm just going to sit in this kind of energy to balance it out, to let it kind of rid itself here. Because you are in this stage in these 2 weeks of balancing your energy, of refilling your own cup here, you know, elevating yourself, moving to your higher potential. Yes, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles popping out. Everything you hoped, you dreamed for there. I think these 2 weeks is going to be a big kind of resurgence for you. You're going to see the things that maybe have to change, maybe the thoughts, actions, behavior, whatever it is to get towards the ultimate goal. And Leo had this as well, and I'm feeling this kind of with all the energies here too, is we're balancing our energies to be the best that we can be, to have the most abundant life, the prosperous life, everything God we want in our life. Because now we're not getting stuck in this where we don't believe in ourselves, we don't believe good things will happen to us, we believe that everything will lead to loss. We're now leading with, hey, I'm balancing my energy so I can raise my vibration to be like, things are coming towards me, great opportunities, everything I want is coming towards me and around the corner, because the universe is there, it's looking out for me, it's caring for me. And we're getting out of this kind of negative mind space and moving towards that. And I think that's the truth that's going to be revealed to you here. You're going to start to see it's devil energy. You're going to start to see what is holding you back. You're going to see the fear that's involved here, the materialism, whatever it is for you, whatever the things that is holding you back kind of in this life, you're going to see it this week and understand it and move forward and move past it. And Emperor in reverse, controlling energy, ego. There's a relationship, it could be with an Aries here or have Aries ties, Gemini on the board as well. We have Capricorn also present. But it feels like there's some fear involved from this, whatever this kind of situation was. Maybe it has to do with father energy here, because I'm getting the Emperor in reverse, which is something that's kind of someone who was kind of controlling, or someone that was I don't know, it just kind of seems like this, it's just energy. I don't know why father is popping out, but it's just kind of father energy here. And we have the Lovers as well, which again, whatever this is for you, Sag, maybe this has to do the tie of like what's kind of being revealed, kind of, you know, the truth about situations here that's popping out for you in these 2 weeks. But again, we just have the Emperor in reverse and the Lovers here. So there's almost like this kind of controlling relationship, or maybe this relationship where someone else's ego got in the way. When they saw you shine, they were just like, you know, they're just like, I'm not, their ego of being like this person, I don't know, it's just getting this, I'm sorry, it's like I feel very fumbled right now, but it almost feels like this overbearing energy. And there's just kind of this resentment to them in a way. and this is someone who's kind of like controlling, or someone who kind of tried to kind of push you or your kind of energy down here, and it's kind of affected you for a while. And that is kind of lead to some of this stuff, these beliefs kind of on yourself. So take a look into this Lover's energy. This could be someone else coming in. Maybe a relationship is helping you kind of open some of these doors for yourself. Someone here that's a divine counterpart. I don't know, interesting. I feel like this kind of, whatever this Lover's, this kind of partnership here, it's helping you, whether it's be romantic, whether it just be a friend, whether it be a therapist, whatever it is, kind of this kind of relationship is helping you kind of open these can of worms, or helping you kind of process that emotion and kind of heal from it. Okay? I'm just laughing because it's the golden children, which is talking about our inner child. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Golden children, or children of the sun, are highly advanced and extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on the planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are often born with a very clear mission and remember it from a young age, answering and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, so if they are not supported in the right ways, they struggle with the physical life here. They're often referred to as new humans. If you pull this card, it might be a site that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. Again, I'm talking about, this might be some stuff from the past, your kind of inner child energy, right? A creative idea or a new beginning. To treat yourself in the new beginning with sweet, tender love, to nourish it, to give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and others as innocent children, to remember that deep down everyone is trying their best. If you are treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. And that's the important part here, right? Is that if you're treated with a tender heart, you'll not harden. And I feel like, Sag, if I'm being honest here, there's a little bit of hardening that we're kind of melting away here. And the only way to do that is through a tender heart, especially to yourself. We also have the World in reverse, and we have Thinking Woman in reverse. So let me just do these quickly for you here, because we are kind of moving along. World reverse means that you're severely limiting your view of things. You're thinking too narrowly, either in your options for action or in what you feel like you deserve, which we were talking about at the top here, right? You may be feeling boxed in by old ways of doing things and not quite sure how to expand. This card calls for you to think creatively and outside of the box to find yourself in now. In addition, you may have emotionally painting yourself into a corner, surrounded by all sides by energies such as fear, short-sightedness, limited thinking, and doubt. Again, we talked about all of that here as well. The truth that you're unveiling, that some of these thoughts are not true, right? But we still have the option to let all of that go. This card is telling you to not wait a moment longer to do so. It's time to break out and see the unlimited horizons around you and know that the world is waiting for you to take center stage. And I think that's the part we're in right now, is like, again, once we kind of heal from all this stuff, boom, game over, baby. You're gonna be like, this is who I am now. Brand new you. This card in reverse represents a difficult time for own personal growth. You may be feeling confused. Sorry. You may be feeling confused about your personal purpose or disconnecting from your heart's true path. Look within and open your own inner guidance. Trust your intuition about what you need to learn in order to move on. This Thinking Woman reverse could also indicate a woman who is misleading or giving you misinformation of some sort. Be aware, set boundaries, and remember your own spirit is always your best guide. I open my mind and heart to my own inner wisdom. I am thoughtful, focused, and clear. Right? It's like, what is stopping me? What is getting kind of in my way here from living my best life? All right. So that was your end of the month reading. Pretty intense, but I think important stuff that you were upheavaling here and healing. So I hope that helped.